I've asked Carol Fox to come up and share a story that one of the things that I'm doing right now, and I really open this up to all of you, I have this idea that we as a community can write a book. And our book is about what's our secret sauce as a community? Why are we growing so much when other churches are in decline? What is that? And so I've been really thinking about it, and I have ideas, and some people have given me ideas. And Carol wrote a beautiful piece about it that was a little bit too long to read this morning, but I asked her to give us the shortened version of it. And I'd invite you all to think about that. But her piece has a lot to do with judgment, which is the first one, so I asked her to share it.
I've shared here before that I grew up in an atheist household where Jesus Christ was kind of a expletive, and and God was something that weak people thought about. And the other thing about my family that was really significant was that we were the judges of the universe. And we knew, we evaluated everyone, including each other, on certain standards. And rich, smart, and thin were good, and poor, dumb, and fat were bad. Things like that. And everybody fit into certain categories, and every quality that a human being could have was judged. So pretty soon I realized that I was never going to measure up to all these standards, and I gave up. And because I gave up, I went into kind of a downward spiral and had a lot of nightmarish experiences coming from that place of I'm not good enough, and I don't deserve, etc. The only saving grace was, for some reason, I kind of had these spiritual leanings in spite of it all. And I was a seeker from very early in my life, and started exploring, went from Zen to S to, everything else, therapy, etc. And I finally landed in 12-step programs, which was a source of spiritual guidance for me that worked. It was a definition of God I could live with and all that kind of thing. But I was never really associated with any church. I liked Unity from the beginning, and I heard about it, but I wasn't going to associate with a church. So when I got to Oregon, I was alone, very alone. The people that I had moved up here to be friends with moved away almost as soon as I got here. And I was really desperate for community and friends. And so I saw Unity, somebody told me about it, and I thought, well, give it a try, even though it's called a church. And so I came to Unity, and, what's not to like? It's a beautiful community of people, wonderful people, and great facility. And what really kept me coming back was Jane. And because for some reason, Jane seemed to really like me. And I thought, maybe I remind her of somebody that she loves. And that went on, for a few months, and I got a, service position, like I think. I was feeling pretty good about being here, but there was still inside of my heart a sense of aloneness. Until I wanted to say a little bit before I start crying. A therapist once told me that, I asked her, why do I cry when things are good? She said, well, it's because when things are good, we can be relieved of all that pain from when things were bad. So I'm probably going to cry, and that's okay. Okay, so I took a course in the history of Unity. Jim was teaching it. Where's Jim?
He's not here today.
Yeah, and it was just, I thought, this really isn't relevant to me, but what the heck. I just felt like, for some reason I should take this course. And then I read, one of the books was the story of Unity. And it was a good book, and I read it with interest. And it's a story of Charles and Myrtle Fillmore and how they developed this whole community. And when I read it, Myrtle Fillmore reached across 100 years of time, grabbed me, and said, "You are the beloved child of God." And I got it. I don't know how I got it. I don't know why. It took me 72 years, but that's what I got. And I came to church next Sunday. I was really excited. I said, "Jane, I am the beloved child of God." "Yes, of course." And I realized she had known it all along. And that's what makes this community so special, is that she and quite a few others here know that not only I, but all of us are the beloved children of God. And in fact, manifestations of God. And that changes everything. And so, I would like to say that now, I'm free of judgment and free of all these self-doubt and everything like that. That hasn't happened, but I am now aware of it. I am now aware that that is the lie. And being a child of God is the truth. And I get to remind myself of that on a daily basis.